We got makeup at home. We got makeup at home. We are shopping our stash. We are shopping our stash. And hey beauties, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Lydia Marie. Today we are doing a full face of some of my favorite affordable products. We are shopping my stash with makeup that I already own, and nothing that we're using today is going to cost over $25 because we're all about saving a coin and we're all about shopping the makeup that we already have at home. So if you want to see how I got this cute little look today, I hope that you will keep watching. If you're new here, hey, my name is Lydia Marie. Welcome to the beauty family. I mainly do beauty content for women over 40, but everybody is welcome here on the channel. So consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on those notifications so you don't miss a thing. Let's go ahead and get into this very affordable, but we looking expensive makeup look. The primer I'm using today is the Maybelline Poreless Jelly Hydrating Primer. You guys know I did a comparison on the primer, these two primers, a couple of weeks ago. And for today, since I'm using the Reveal the Real Skin Tint from Sephora as my complexion product, this is giving me like a blurring smoothing. And I said in the last review I wanted to use this primer with something a little bit more glowy and luminous. This is under $25. It's a Sephora collection Reveal the Real Skin Tint, and I think it's like $22. So it's right at the edge. And I have to say, the way that the drugstore is creeping up in some of these prices, the drugstore prices don't drugstore like they used to. The Maybelline not Maybelline, depending on where you buy it. Like say if I buy a L'Oreal foundation at Ulta, that could be like $20. That is not drugstore prices, but I guess it's just a sign of the time. Sephora collection Reveal the Real Skin Tint. Even though this says it gives you light to buildable coverage, I think it gives me a little bit more medium coverage. And I'm literally tipping this over. I have the shade 240p. It is a tad warm because I bought it last summer in July when I first came back from vacation, and it matches my summer shade. Keep that in mind, but it's pretty. And it's gonna match here versus here. It's gonna match the perimeter and my décolletage just fine. Just keep that in mind. But look at how the coverage is just like, it's really one of the prettiest skin tints that I own. And I hope Sephora would not touch this product and leave it alone, okay? Because it's good as it is. It just came out. But you know how they like to reformulate and touch and pick at stuff. This is one of the better ones. One of the better complexion products, in my opinion, from the Sephora collection. I also really like the squeezy applicator because it's not messy at all. So I enjoy it. I did put a little color correction on my cheek because this is a lighter skin tint, lighter coverage, but it gives such good coverage. Like, and it's affordable. Like, I really, really enjoy this. So while this is a little teeny tiny bit warm, you can see that it matches me from the neck down, right? And in here, I'm always a little lighter. But don't worry, girl, because my summer tan is loading. And I will be back to being golden and almondy before you know it. I took out two concealers. One of them is the Maybelline Lifter Sticks. This is in the shade 40. I like to use this one as kind of like a highlight, so I'm gonna put it on my chin and here. It's a nice creamy stick concealer, but it's a wee bit thick for my under eye. So for my under eye, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable. This is the one that has like a little serum in it. I love the applicator on here. Yeah, L'Oreal prices are quite creeping up at the drugstore. I'm like, okay, LVMH, what's really going on here? But I mean, depending on what you get, it's not a lot. Other than e.l.f., they have remained consistent in their prices for the most part. But baby, getting a foundation from the drugstore, some days you like, nah, I could go over and get me a Dior or something. It's the same company, but still, I'm just going to use these. These are very, very nice and creamy, so I like to do a little highlight situation and just do like that. And then use the serum one under my eye. But I do like these Maybelline lifter sticks. This is a good little $10 investment for sure. Even though this L'Oreal is a serum based concealer, I find okay, maybe I do need an app, that it blends out really well. And it blends out, I mean, it dries down fairly quickly, but it is very, very blendable. That part is absolutely true. And the shade W7 is just bright enough. If you ever have the chance to try the L'Oreal True Blendable Foundation, I like that a lot. I wore that for many, many years, and I just got rid of my last bottle like last summer, and I also wore the shade W7. But look how good and just really brighten and fresh my under eye looks with that concealer. I like that a lot. Very much. I like that. Before I blend out the highlighter, I'm going to give my face a little spritz with my Milani. Because this is a cream stick, they dry down a little bit quicker. So I'm gonna, I sprayed it so it can spread out a little bit more, is what I'm trying to say, if I can stop stumbling over my words today. For a little liquid blush, I'm gonna go in under my concealer with this shade from e.l.f. I like it so much, and I kind of forgot I had it, but it's in the shade Bold Face Lilac. It's a nice little sheer lavender pink situation, but it's really, really pretty. I think this is one of their sheerer shades. Ooh, say that 5 times. One of the sheerer shades in this collection, but it wears really well under the blush that we're gonna wear from Sephora. If I can find I should be more prepared. OMG, sorry. One moment to get a blush brush. But I do like this one, and this one has like a little bit of a luminosity to it. So, oh, here it is. This is what I'm looking for. It's giving highlighter along with color. But the blush that we're using from Sephora has a little berry shade to it, so I think this is going to be nice underneath before we add the rest of the powders and things. Look at that. It's so pretty. I'm going to do a little bronzing / sculpting with the other Maybelline lifter stick. I have been wearing this out since I got it. It's in the shade 70. Very, very creamy sticks. They really give a nice sculpt. And you can go heavy, you can go light. But I really like how they blend out very, very easily. Like, Maybelline, they low-key did their big one with these little blending sticks. I really do like those lifter sticks. I like them a lot. And they have some cool tones in there that are great for contouring. Even this shade is a little cool on me, so I could contour with it. But I just like to bronze with it. It's really nice. See how easily they just blend? But look, when I look ahead, you can see the shadow. Now, I could place it higher up here for bronzing, like right here, and then put my blush up here. It works either way. They work either way. I'm going to set my concealer with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 230. And this is a pressed powder, but I use it the same way I would a loose powder. And I'm just going to tap it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to set that concealer. Instead of pressing and rolling, I'm just going to tap it because it's a pressed powder. It's a little bit more full coverage, and it gives me that brightness that I just like. And then we're going to set my face. I am never ready. What did Miranda Priestley say? Why is no one ready? That's me. I'm going to set my face with the rest of my Sephora collection Micro Smooth powder in the shade Tan. We're going to go around and set everything else. I know what you're thinking. Don't worry. You know I'm going to fix it. Don't even trip. We got another blush and another bronzer to put on, so everything is going to come together. Don't even trip. I got you. Right now we looking very 2016. We looking real 2016. I'm gonna buff my powder in with a brush versus blending it, and I'm just gonna buff it all the way around instead of with a fluffy brush, because I'm going for coverage with this powder. I'm finishing off the face with coverage. Buff it here, buff it around. And because this is like a micro smooth powder, I'm not getting like a full, if I would use like the Fit Me foundation powder, like that, the shade that I have, that's my skin tone. If I was using that, then I would go in with a fluffier brush, because that is giving coverage because it's a foundation. This is just really giving me finishing, so I can go in with a smaller head brush that's going to pick up a little bit more product, because it's fine. It's mineralized. It's not meant to give you tons of coverage. It's just meant to bring everything together, which is what we did. What did I say? Don't worry, I got you. I'm telling you, I may not be a pro at this, but I'm a pro at this, okay? I'm going to show you this blush palette we're going to be using. This is from the Sephora collection. This is like $15 or $16. Something like that. It's less than 20. I know that much. And I think they released these around the time of the sale. And this is one that I went into the store and I was like, let me look at these. But girl, one size, people been coming for one size neck, okay? Because you know one size has those triple blushes. And then it was like, oh, Morphe released some, and now Sephora collection is releasing some. And I'm like, okay, girl. Let me get it open. Hold on. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like. So Sephora says this is a cream cheek and lip palette, so you can like use this on your lip. But this is the berry shade I got. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that's why I got it, because they had a red one and a coral one, a baby soft pink one. I was like, I kind of have those already, so getting something a little berry. And these are the blush trios. They're called blush palettes from Sephora, and they retail for $18. I was mistaken, and I have the shade Deal Breaker. So I have this one. I've tried this little swatch, but I haven't tried the powder ones. So y'all want to swatch? Let's do a little swatch. So this is like the cream to powder color right here. This is the powder shade. They're very pigmented, really soft. And then this is the cream right there. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in with the cream to powder right here. Look, I need to take some of that off. Yeah, that's very pigmented. I could actually just blended the swatches together and use that, but let's see. Is it pigmented or is it just, oh my, because I don't want to go overboard. Oh yeah, it is. It got a lot on a brush, but not a lot coming out of the pan. Oh, well, yeah, I'm wrong. The more I tap it. Oh, I'm very wrong. Hold on. Where's my foundation brush? Let me tap around that. It picked up for sure. But it's a nice color, though. Such a nice berry shade. I think I have maybe a shade like this, but not in a powder form. Okay, let's flip the brush over. I actually might want to clean the brush off a little bit, because that is a lot. And I'm going to do, let me do this little brush. I'm going to do some of the cream on top and see how the sheen works. Like that. Dang. They not coming to play. I'm going to put the sheeny part up. Ooh. Hold on. I got to wipe a lot of this off. Hold on. There we go. You have to be careful with these. Yeah, I could have taken what's on the back of my hand, which is what I'm going to do on this side. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take the cream on my hand. Dang. I see why you can use that on your lips. Take the powder. And I'm going to put that over here, what I have on the back of my hand already, because that's looking pretty, but I don't want it to be clownish. And with these type of things, you can go overboard real quick. And it's not picking up my powder, which I really like. I appreciate that. Dare I say that these from Sephora are a smidge more pigmented than the Morphe ones. I think the Morphe cream to powder, this shade that the Morphe has, or this formula, is more creamy, and this is definitely more gloss. I can see why you can use this on your lips. It's giving pigment. I'm not even going to touch this one right now. I'm not going to go there right now. We'll see after everything is done, but I can use those two and be good. Look how much blush was on that brush, and I just tapped it in. But give me my money's worth. Like, I'm not mad at that. Look, Just what the... Okay, we gotta stop with the blush because this is gonna go left. This is gonna go left. I'm not even gonna cut this out. Let's move on to some eyeshadow. Yeah, I know my #1 tip. If you ever feel like you've overdone it with your blush, your bronzer, not even overdone it, just want to make it look a little bit more sculpted, take the same foundation brush without adding any other product and simply tap around the edges. That will fix that every time. You don't have to worry about wiping off the makeup and starting over. The foundation on the brush is going to help that look so much more cohesive and just look it more naturally blushed. Ooh, it's thundering. Okay. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, so when it comes to affordable eyeshadow, there are some brands that I will always go to, like Milani, ColourPop, even the e.l.f. bite-sized shadows. But one of the best affordable options that you can use are eyeshadow sticks, and they are so user-friendly, especially if you're someone who doesn't like to blend out eyeshadow or whatever. They're very beginner-friendly, very easy to use. You can do like a one-swipe color, blend it in, and go. So we're going to kind of do something like that, but I'm going to lay the foundation of this eyeshadow with this e.l.f. bite-sized shadow. I'm going to be using this as a transition shade and maybe some of this on the lid. And this is in the shade Pumpkin Pie. I'm pretty sure they still sell this. These are still $3 even with inflation. So we're thankful for that. So I'm going to go ahead and build this in my crease. And we're going to start with the eyeshadow. Just going to pop that right here, looking straight ahead. I love those e.l.f. bite-sized shadows. I've had them since they came out in 2019 is when they dropped, and they came out with good quality. That's pretty. I really like that blush. I am really shocked at how pigmented that was, and I was like, wait a minute now, but I know now. So for my eyeshadow stick, this is a mini size from Bobbi Brown. Normally the full sizes are quite expensive, but the mini sizes are not. They're $20. And I'm going to go in with this little shade right here. I think it's called Cashew. Like that. And I'm going to put that on my eyelid. And once these are on, they're on. They don't budge. But you can feel free to be you can go ham with them or whatever it is. Place them in a coloring way and just blend them out with your fingers. Once they're on, which makes them another great way to get eyeshadow, a nice easy eyeshadow look on the go. Like that. See what I'm saying? Very easy. We'll do the same on this eye. I mean, it's really storming outside. That came out of nowhere. And like that. Very easy eyeshadow look. One and done. To me, the drugstore really shines when it comes to lip products. I can get a whole lip collection there. I shop for my lipstick there before I go to a high-end. The only high-end lipstick I really have is MAC and a couple of Lancomes. But to me, the drugstore really shines with the lip products. So I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Lifter Liners. Y'all know how much I love these. And this is in the shade Let's Bounce. It's my favorite brown, kind of pinky brown from them. These are giving Fenty a run for their money. I actually like these a little bit more than the Fenty lip liners because, one, they sharpen better, and once these are on, they're on. They're almost like a lip tattoo situation, and but very creamy, wearable, classic pencil, but they feel like a gel. And yeah, I really like these a lot. Okay, a NYX lipstick. This is the actual lipstick from NYX. This is the Suede matte lipstick, and this is in the shade Free Spirit. A really pretty, kind of a soft pink situation. Makes a good lip combo. And though these are matte, they are very comfortable to wear. They almost feel more satin than matte. but I love that shade. And lastly, my other favorite lip product from Maybelline, hands down, are the Lifter glosses with hyaluronic acid. I have every single shade of these, no lie. I have every single shade of them. I love the big doe foot applicator, also giving Fenty Gloss Bombs a run for their money as well, but I love the doe foot applicator. I love how big the container is, and they wear really, really well. This is one of my go-to shades as a topper, and this is in the shade Ice. It's that one. And I'm just going to pop that right here in the middle. I love how they still smell so good. I could play in lipstick all day long. I really could. That's such a pretty combo. I think we're done. All right, beauty. So this is my affordable face makeup look. Nothing costing over $25. And in this economy, I think that is absolutely necessary to have a good affordable makeup look on hand that you can do. I love this look because most of these items that I have, you can take and pop in your bag. Travel friendly, very travel friendly. You can put them in a Ziploc bag. They're TSA small enough, you know, things like that. Something that won't spill when you're out traveling. So I love that. That's also a bonus. I will have everything linked below as per usual, but I'm kind of feeling this look. Oh, you know what I need to do? You know what time it is. I need to lock this in because I got other stuff to do today with the L'Oreal Infallible Spray. And this is $13.99, so still under $25. We're going to lock that in, let that dry down. But this is the look. I really like this eyeshadow stick. And this blush. Ciao. So beauties, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Hi again to my new subscribers. Welcome to the beauty family. Thank you guys for continuing to tune in with me. Leave comments. I truly appreciate you guys always shopping and supporting my links. If you don't know, the links I put down below are affiliate links, which means if you choose to purchase something that I featured in my video, I may earn a teeny tiny commission. But I thank you anyway for always shopping and supporting my links. You're under no obligation to do so, but I truly appreciate you guys' support that goes back into the channel. I'm gonna go enjoy this look. I will have this video up very, very soon. We're keeping the momentum going over here in May. I told you I was coming in strong with the content for this month, so thank you guys again as usual for tuning in. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you back here for my next one real soon. Bye.